Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson for Ponca City Public Schools. And on this edition of Coach's Corner, Heather Harris, the head coach of the Pohai swim team, boys and girls swim team. And Coach Harris, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, the Pohai swimmers ready for the big state meet in Jinx, beautiful facility. And it's been postponed. They were expecting to go this Friday and Saturday. Not happening because of the weather situation. It has been rescheduled, the state swim meet, for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. How does that change in schedule affect your swimmers? They're ready to go. They've been practicing. They've been doing the laps. They've been in the pool. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, hold on, wait.
So I think it's going to be actually beneficial for us because, we haven't been in the water much in the last since we got back from regional. So it's been, I think this is going on week 2, and we've only been in the water, I think, like 4 times, which is not good, especially during taper, which we are in for state. So this extra, we're going to practice this weekend, hopefully get in the pool, probably not today, but hopefully tomorrow and Friday and this weekend, and we'll get some good swimming days under our belt. So we're ready to go.
Yeah, as far as getting prepared for the state meet, what goes into that? What kind of practice schedule are your swimmers maintaining?
So we practice 2.5 hours every day, where we weight train before we get in, and then they have an hour and a half practice, and they'll swim anywhere but from like 4 to 4,500 yards every day. And then when we get to taper time, I cut them down first week to about 35, and then we go down from there 3,000, 2,500, just lessening the load. We don't lift anymore, and if we do lift, it's very light.
For, for those watching that may not understand the lingo or what it means,
Yeah.
to taper, what does that mean?
So we swim high volume throughout the whole season. So they're always swimming tired and sore. And then once we get to taper time, we decrease that load. We go from lifting to not lifting. We go from high yardage to low yardage, so that they're fully rested to swim like at a peak level.
Yeah. So that's it's a timing thing, right?
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And everybody hits their taper differently. And I think it'll be beneficial for us to get, like I said, those extra days and to get ready to go. So
Let's talk about individual swimmers. Let's talk about individual swimmers, team leaders on your boys and girls Pohai swim team. How are they shaping up?
so we this year has been difficult, with COVID and quarantines, and now this whole weather stuff. And it's just been a difficult year. And but they always they roll with it, and they just go with the flow. And I love that. I don't really hear a lot of complaining, which is great. So they do the right things. And I have captains, Taylor Bennett, she's a junior. She's been with me since I started coaching. Riley Straw, she's my sister. We've talked about that before. She's a captain as well. Max Angster, Hayden Jones, Brady Ladner. They've been swimming forever. They put a positive attitude on, and I think everyone kind of follows, which is nice.
So are you able to are the two of you as sisters, are you able to make that distinction between sister and head coach? I mean, is there like this line you're like, all right, now we're going into the coach zone, I'm not coming at you as a sister?
Right.
I mean, how does that
dynamic?
Yeah.
What?
I've always been curious how that dynamic works. I've asked other coaches like Coach Fincher how
Right.
when do you stop becoming dad and you start and you're the coach,
Right.
So when do you stop becoming the sister and you become just the head coach?
Well, we go through some tough, rough times sometimes, because, she always tells me, well, it's so hard because you're my sister and you're my best friend. And when you have to be coach and hard on me, it's really hard. And I said, I know, but it's I have to be coach. Like I have to be coach in that moment. And I think she's starting to see that as she gets older. She's 17 and next year she'll be 18 and it's getting better. But we've had a rough road,
Sure, sure.
but I love her.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the entire team, they've really had a rough year. COVID, without crowds, fans not allowed in the pool area there. There's just not a lot of room. Not a lot of room for social distancing around the pool. I'm sure there will be a little more room in Jinx. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Will there be, it's a big facility. Are th-
Hmm.
will there be space for fans to make that trip next Wednesday and Thursday if they can?
Yeah, fortunately, Jinx is, I mean, it's just incredible. And anybody ever down in the Jinx area should go see that facility. It's just incredible. But we got allotted a certain amount of tickets. I think the boys got 10 and the girls got 5. Um, which is a pretty good number, I think. So they can get at least 2 people there that they want to get there who wants to come now that it's during the week. But so there'll be I think a good sized crowd. It was different at regionals this year because it was separate. The boys and girls were different sessions. There wasn't as much hype as it is every year, and that was kind of depressing. But um, I'm hoping state will be a little bit better.
Yeah,
So
oh, high swimmers. Well, we're going to have Heather Harris back with us for Coach's Corner to get a wrap up after state, perhaps not next week, but the week after. And always wishing the Pohai swimmers the best. And after a tough year, I know that they, along with so many other people, are looking forward to things getting back to whatever a normal can be, but certainly better than what they've experienced in this last year. What's heartbreaking about that is your seniors, your senior swimmers. Before we wrap up, can you highlight your seniors that are going to the state? They're going to be swimming in their last meets of their high school career.
yeah. I only have 2 this year, Hayden Jones and Brady Ladner. Um, again, those 2 boys, I think they've been probably the most positive throughout the whole thing. And I think they're just kind of used to it now. I mean, we're a year into this and just doing the best we can. And I know that it's probably like not exactly what they expected, but at least we get to go, at least we get to have a state. We were fortunate enough at the end of last year to just finish up our state before COVID shut everything down. So um, we've been lucky. So and they get to compete. So just kind of go with the flow. That's what
Yeah.
the whole year's been.
The Pohai swimmers, the state meet next Wednesday and Thursday. What time is the what time do the does it start next Wednesday?
So we're in 2 different sessions again. Boys will be in the morning, girls will be in the afternoon. It'll be just like regionals. The meet will start at 9 for the boys, and I believe the meet starts at 4 for the girls.
All right. Well, Heather Harris, head coach, Pohai boys and girls swim teams, and Coach Harris, thank you for being with us on Coach's Corner.
Thanks for having me.
That's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. And again, we'll be speaking with Heather Harris again after state on this very program. Thank you for watching. For Ponca City Public Schools, I'm your host, Sean Anderson.